Welcome back to some more Midtown Madness 3 part number 20. Finally back once again doing this game. I decided I had enough time putting this game off. It's time to finally get this stuff done, and we're going to be kicking it off, heading over now to the Blitz races of Washington, the Washington, D.C. Blitz races, where mostly in this part, with the exception of the last two races, I just show off some more. I just showed me off driving some of the DLC cars, because they're interesting, and you know, there's not a lot of videos of them.
Jesus, and what is this, like, take three, or take your mom out to a spaghetti dinner and never call it back? I mean, how many technical problems have we had this afternoon just trying to get this done?
Too many.
I strongly suspect that the reason this LP is taking so goddamn long is because, you know, we go to record it and nothing works. And even if it does work, something works itself trying to process everything, and we wind up with no audio in the recording.
Yeah, I have tried recording this, and it seemed to be working. But the thing was that none of my usual players would pick it up, and then I tried putting the clip into Vegas, where I found out that apparently halfway through, all the audio just quit for no apparent reason. So I said, fuck trying to use the current, not current now. Fuck trying to use the then current audio format I was using, which was MP4 audio. We're just gonna use WAV format because that will probably work a lot better. Because the way I'm recording this, I usually have different methods, but because of the way I have to show this off to them, it's a little bit different this time. So, but you know. So anyways, the first race here at the first Blitz race here on Washington's pretty simple, mostly straightforward. And if you don't run into traffic and end up getting a bit of physics having your way, you won't end up suddenly having the car turn into a direction you don't want it to go, like it did with me there. Because when I was recording the other night, it all kind of came to head where, Jesus Christ, no wonder why I put this off for so long. The physics have not aged very well. Kind of like Vanishing Point.
Yeah. And I mean, I can give you at least a half a dozen examples in my last attempt at going through Vanishing Point where you could just kind of tap the wall and the car would just shoot up into the air.
Yeah.
Like, what the actual fuck is this game? What is this?
The game does this. The game does that a lot too. It's just the problem is the suspension in the cars are just so soft that it feels so bouncy and like airy. So it's like, and also I will say, there's that where that little kink just completely almost stopped the car. And also I will say for this race, don't go down here. I kind of did it not realizing it was coming up so quickly, because you're actually supposed to take the left to quickly get over to the roundabout, and then just take a right. So, but yeah, I still had enough time to do this because, you know, the first Blitz races are kind of easy. It tends to be these early ones, they go easy on you with the time, and then the later ones get a bit more strict. So, keep that in mind.
You're not kidding when you say strict. How late were you up last night recording this stuff?
Well, to be fair, I kind of did record a bit late because, you know, Emil was doing his thing and I was there. So that was kind of on my part, but just to get 4 parts done, especially with some of the later Blitz races, it took a while, to say the least.
Yeah. Fun fact, is it just me, or did that last car look like somebody turned a Porsche 911 around and just took off the rear wing?
Possibly.
Kind of looked like that.
Kind of looks like that Lexus concept from that movie Minority Report.
I don't remember that one.
Me neither.
I mean, the car itself was used in a couple games. I know like Asphalt 2 on the DS and PSP uses that car. It kind of has a similar design, but with just a bit smaller and with a wing at the back. As for this car, I have no idea.
Wow, yeah, you weren't kidding. Wow, that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
I could see that being the car of the future.
Yes, and the reason I say the Lexus concept is because the car is just known as the Lexus Minority Report because it was in that movie of the same name.
Except for the interior. That interior looks so holistically dated, it's not even funny.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Lexus 2054.
So, if you missed just there real quickly, I actually did unlock another vehicle. Is the Chevrolet SSR, a very retro-style pickup truck that we'll be seeing in probably some of the checkpoint probably in some of the checkpoint videos, because I was going to use it for this 4th Blitz race, but it didn't work out, so I just decided, fuck it, we'll get something a little bit quicker, which is why I'm in the Audi RS4. And also, once I hit that vehicle, you may notice a little neat feature. Visually, kind of nothing really special, but I think it's kind of interesting, is that you notice the exhaust unit or the muffler is just kind of flapping up and down. It's kind of unique damage, because not even Forza does that, because in Forza, it just rips the whole exhaust off the car.
Yeah, because let's just rip everything off.
Yeah. So even in this game, the exhaust has its own physics.
Rip it all off, I say!
That's a bit kinky. Anyways,
I had a date like that once. Moving on!
Yeah. Yeah, basically, you can kind of see here what I mean by the physics, because you just notice how the car is just so bouncy, and it just kind of... And braking is just not really well done here. I mean, getting some of the traffic vehicles out of the way isn't always that big of a deal, but as you're about to see here, yeah, that's a good example. There's no reason the back of the car should have come up like that, but it did. Sent my car over to the left and into a pole. Thankfully, I had enough time to finish it, so, you know, at least it didn't cost me having to do the whole run again. But the final one here is at night, and I decided, let's end it off with the Viper. This is the last time you'll, until the checkpoint races, where you will see any one of the original or licensed vehicles in the game, because I decided for the next 3 parts to kind of just stick to using 2 particular fast vehicles. Parts 21 and 22 use one of those 2 exclusively for a part, and then 23 I just kind of alternated between the 2 to kind of spice it up.
Did you do that out of simple, I don't want to put up with this bullshit and I just want a fast car to get through everything, or...
Yep.
Yeah.
What was the or, though?
I'm not exactly sure. Probably it was just a case of, or you forgot to switch it up and just decided to go through it and went, oh, shit, I completely forgot to change out the cars. Oh well, too late now.
No, I had it completely in mind, as you will see. Going through those races, you'll see that it was the intention all along. But yeah, this last one with the Viper isn't actually that bad. I kind of like this last little section here where you kind of have to go through the park to get the checkpoints, which is kind of cool.
Take your Viper into a park and see how well it does off-road.
Yeah. As you see, there's some bounciness, and thankfully, though, the Viper... I find the Viper is kind of one of the more stable cars in this game for that. As you can see, it still gets kind of loose because, again, this game seems to really have a weird issue with going through the trees, and then for whatever reason, after you do that, the car just gets loose because of it. It's very strange. I don't understand. Why is this game... Anyways.
Because this game.
Yes, but at least the game looks well running it through Component like I've been doing. But anyways.
Hooray!
Although I do wish some company would already make an adapter that uses tacks the component signal so you can convert it to HDMI, kind of like what they've done for the PlayStation 2 and the Wii.
Oh yeah, because those.
And now the Dreamcast as well. But yeah, anyway, so that's going to do it for this part. Stay tuned for the next episode where we'll be tackling parts races 6 through 10. And as always, you can check out all the links in the description down below, including the highlight reel submission. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and take care.
See you next time.
Eggs.
Bye.